Alrighty, Doc here, and the numbers are coming out any second now, and they're showing lots of strength in the stock market all of a sudden. Zoom to the moon, Alice. Let's put it up there. There it is. 150,000 jobs added in October. I wonder what they were estimating here. Let's see what J4X has up there. Jobless rate at 5.7. Month basis is a little weaker, so that's why they're happy. No growth is good. It's so weird. Let's see. Estimates were going to be 180,000 in October versus 100, but it was 150,000. Let's see what we got here right there. Let's load that up to at the same time. And let's go like that. And there's the J4X. You can see jobless rate 5.7. They were expecting 5.6. So let's see. Net jobs 175. Expected 250. Unemployment 3.9. 3.8 there. So it went up a little bit. Unemployment went up a little bit. That's what that is there. Okay, 3.9 October unemployment rate rose. Excellent. All right. Hourly earnings dropped. That's what they want. No growth. Average hourly. Oh my God. No growth. That's what they want. No growth. Supply and demand. If you don't have the supply, demand becomes greater, which is called inflation. So if you increase supply, you don't have inflation. And they're trying to decrease supply. Yeah, let me try that one more time in simple words. Less growth creates inflation. So, all right. And then we can switch over to here real quick. Oh, let me see what the chat line looks like. And there's the chat line. I see Robin. Hey, Robin. And you can see right there the stock market has jumped. I'm looking for the S&P 500 to make it to... Here, I'll show you where I'm thinking. Right there. I think they're going to go challenge that line there at the 4,374, which will be, I guess, on the S&P SPY. Let's see, if the future's trading at 4,350, let me go see what... go like that, and we go like that, and we go like that, and there's SPY, and SPY is trading at 432 basically. Okay, so there's a discount there. What is that? That's 32. That's live. So we're at 432, so it's 20. And let me go over to here again, go back to this. Right there, the futures are at 4,352. So there's a 30, basically 30 handle premium on the futures contract. So now the 50-day moving average you can see is right there at 4,328 on the future. So we've leaped beyond that. I'm figuring they're going to go to this, to the 0.38 overall from the first slide to there. We could... In classic terms, in many ways, what we do is you Fibonacci the distance. Here's a good Fibonacci conversation. Let's do this. See the distance between the moving day average right there. Let's emphasize that, make it thickerish even. Let's see if we can make it thick. Like that. Okay. Now, Michael Sears. Yo. How you doing this morning? All questions are allowed. It's full questions anytime, anywhere, any place. Now I would say what you do is this. You see, I took the moving average and took the low, and then played the move that away, and then from here, what you would do is you would do the same distance. So in other words, the low was something like 122. To the moving average, which was at the time let's see, where was the moving average? 122 versus 323. So basically 201 points. So what you do now is you do the same thing. You go from here, and you take, that is at 426. So what did I say? 200 points. So what we'll do is we'll look at 4 452, like that. 452, 20. Right. And that's the symmetrical of the Fibonacci, like that. And we'll see the first hit should be, again, should be that 7-4. Just like we did when we looked at the high here to the Fibonacci line low. Here, I'll show you this way. We'll see if we can use a different one. I think that one would do it. Let's see if we can try to do this. So you go take this top and you go to there, and then you go like that. I think that's what does it right there. Oh, no. You know what it was? It was the low. Let me grab a hold of it again. It was the low. So I did with this low, then it made a new low, so I did it on the low. And see how the line's almost, yeah, right there. See, it's matching up with the 0.61 in and the 50 of the opposites are matching up. This is a little off. This is a 374, and this is a 367. I had it before. I had 367 either way. I'm sorry, 4374 matching up to it. Now it's not. Maybe I have to push this down a little bit more like that to do it. See, that would do it that way. But is that accurate? It might be the low there. It's not that accurate. See, it's still touching down on the 50. Either way, I'm looking for that target zone. I'm going to probably start removing my short puts. Short puts. Indeed. All right, so that is that. And we like, Michael Sears, we like to do options here. We talk options. We talk technical analysis. We talk our own algorithm. A lot of times I'll match up the Fibonacci. Oh, okay, that's why it's screwed up like that. There we go. Now I'll see if it matches up better. There we are. What is that? Is that it doing it? Now that's at 384 of the 50. This is 374. Either way, in there I'm taking them off, taking the profits and running. So let me think. Where else am I at? Okay, so that's the action we're seeing in the stock market from that news of a slowing economy, which makes them all excited. And we can even do this, just run over and take a look at the bond, and then we'll go back to the dollar index itself. There's the bond looking firmer, even higher. Look at that. The weekly is starting to play with it. Right on the edge. Right on the edge of a weekly buy. Now, let's go take a look again. We slide down and look at SPY. I think SPY is through the weekly buy, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's through. Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. All right. And then from there, we go to here. And activate, and there's the S&Ps. We're breaking through the weekly there. I was going to hold this off for the later part of the webinar, but just going to leave it at that. Now we'll go back to the currencies, since we start off as a currency webinar to start off with. All right, now let's go over to the dollar index, and we'll check it out. Let's check it out. What it is what it is. All right. Right there. And there's the dollar index. Let me just make sure sound is going through and I'm not talking to myself. Am I talking to myself? Oh, yeah, I'm not talking to myself. Good. All right. So, you can see the dollar index on our beta at the same time. You can see both acting. There's that selling. There is the Mountain West peak right there. We should put we'll call it MT for Mountain West. Mountain West Peak. Mountain West Peak. MWP. Let's put MWP in there for him. He's so excited about that. Mountain West Peak. There it is right there. The MWP right there. And triple tops, double tops, and double bottoms and triple bottoms matching up all over the place to hit that peak. And you can see here we're pushing into the daily sell again after 3 days in the buy. Let's grab one of these buys and just move it over. There's the buy. Nope, not there. It was right there on the peak. And then we're getting ready to push into the sell as we speak right there. You see that? See? That pressure. right there. We'll see if it holds up. And you can see the weekly. The weekly is trying to break down again. It's been doing this for a couple of weeks, trying to break down. Right there. All right. Let's save that. Save workspace. There we go. And now let's jump over to, that's the dollar index. And you can see it over here on J4X. Same situation going on. Pressure on it the last couple of days. You can see the fast all the way down to 29.7. And the fast is at 49. So it's almost a 50% differential there. Close. Very close. 46% difference. All right, now 44. I'm sorry, 44% difference. All right, now let's jump over to where do we go from there? We go to the euro. Let's see what the euro is looking like right there. And we will take a look at those stock indices. We're going to look at, because I know that the NASDAQ 100 or the Tech 100 is through the weekly buy number also. We'll see if the Dow Jones Industrial is doing it. We've seen the Russell 2000 showing lots of life, trying to get going also there at the same time. So we're seeing the action there. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. And there is the euro trading at the 106, almost 107 now, keeping it strong, looking firm. All right, now from there we go over to, where do we go over to? We go over to the we go to it over here, and there it is. See it lifting up. It's been in a daily buy for like 5 days now. It's been through the weekly buy, and obviously it's going to be let's steal a weekly buy over here. Let's grab that one. Just move it over. And it's going to go into the weekly buy with this type of action. So we might as well just have one sitting there, just waiting for it right there. And that's the pressure we see. Euro getting back into the buy. And we should see, with the interest rates dropping in the United States, we should see current dollars, being sold and pairs trades being bought because of the carry trade situation going on. Okay. From there, we slide over to the cable. Right there, and there's the cable. Same thing, lots of strength. And let's take a look at it over here. Oh, let's check our beta too. Let's do that too. Before I leave the euro to the end, let's put the beta up there. And this is the futures contract out of Chi-Town, Chicago. There it is, showing that strength. Trying to leap back up into it. Was in the buy for a couple days and dropped underneath and then popped back up again. And the weekly's been in a weekly buy in that for 2 full weeks now. So I'm not complaining about the beta. The beta caught it last week. Told you every time you got to sell, don't take them. Only take the buys. And you see there was a winner chicken dinner. All right, now from there we'll throw the cable up there. Let's put the cable on that now. Where's that mousy? Oh, mousy. There we are. Where is cable? Gobble, gobble, gobble. Cable, cable, cable. That's the spot. Let's just take a look at that. Spot, we're waiting for get our things in sync with Ducascopy. We'll be getting their data feed soon. Let's see, where is cable? There's a 6 something around here of cable. 6L 6B. There it is. And there's cable. 4 days in the buy, going on 5th, and you can see 2 weeks in the buy there, and then we go over to here, and let's put the cable in there. There it is, right there. You can see there 5 full weeks, days in the buy. Going into the weekly buy now, and same thing over here, a couple days in the buy. The pressure is on, and no complaints. All is good in the hood. All is good in the hood. Woo doggy. Woo doggy. All right. So now, brown cow. where do we go from there? Let's see. We go to. Bum, 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 bum. Let's jump over to. So we got the cable taken care of. We'll go to the Swiss. That was very strange, the Swiss. You know, we talked about this for a couple of weeks. We were concerned about that. The Swiss and the yen were both really giving us odd signals. Now here, finally you see the red there. It's showing that there is buying going on in the Swiss now, not selling. When it's rising, they're selling it. I know that sounds weird. It's like that bond thing, you know. Interest rates go up, price of bond goes down. You know, bond price goes up, interest rates drop. It's like, what the hell's that all about? And that's what we got going on here. In this case here, we're looking at the ratio where it's dollar Swiss, not Swiss dollar. And that's why it does that. And that's, notice it says euro, dollar, or cable, dollar. And it's not the other way around. It's not dollar, cable. You know, just the way they do the math, and then it gets subtracted or added. And so in this case here, you can see we've been when the euro was gaining against the dollar, the Swiss was not. Same thing with the cable, which was odd for like about a week and a half. I was confused by that. Thought maybe they were trying to size up the books for the end of the year, that type of thing. A lot of times we find that out afterwards. You know, so Doc will mention it, and 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, the Fed releases its information. Next thing you know, there's a swap that went on between the Federal Reserve of the U.S. and the National Bank of Switzerland, or the Federal Bank of Switzerland. You know, the government bank itself. You know, their central bank. And there's a swap that went on for $5 billion or $8 billion or something like that. And it's like, oh, there's the answer. There's the reason. Okay. That's the way it usually works. So, all right. And now, that's pretty good. So. Let's jump over to the yen. Let's see what's going on. Oh, and we didn't put the Swiss on here. We'll show it to you. Where's that at? Right there. There's the Swiss. And see, it was rising when the euro and everything was not going down. Like there's the euro. The euro was on an upwardly projectile. It had a sell-off here or there, but it kept on climbing. There, it climbed here, climbed there, and we're watching the Swiss having problems. Same thing with cable. Had that same thing going on. Run and then drop for a day, and then steady. A little weakness, just steady, and another pop up, and a drop, and then another pop up. It kept on doing it, whereas the poor Swiss, the Swiss was just, it didn't get those little breaks. It wasn't getting those breaks. It should have looked like this. It should have looked like this. It should have, and then it could have been little pops. So it should have looked like this right here. See how this is right there? It should have looked like that there. Instead, it rose. So we thought they were trying to balance the books, and they may have. They may have balanced the books. Maybe that's what it's all about. So the S&Ps are now up to 61. We're just looking for another 13 or so. Which one shall I take off first? What put spread? I guess I'll take off. I guess I'll take that one off. Why not? All right. So from there, let's see. Let me see. From there we go to the yen. Yo, SC. Yo. Yo. If you want to see anything, just shout it out. We'll put it up there. We're always happy to discuss anything and everything. Now, here you can see the yen is breaking down for the last 3 days, but it's been in that upwardly projection too, when all the other currencies were gaining against the dollar relatively well, like there. From here, these last almost the whole month of October, basically, that's what it comes down to. The whole month of October, let's move that over. Whole month of October, it was on an upwardly projection. And when we go back to the yen, the whole month of October should have been heading down right at that point, like it started. Should have been this way. Should have been right around in here in the 45 area. Instead, it found its way all the way up to almost the 45-year highs. Yo, Robin.
The pick on my screen is very foggy.
The pick?
It's me because the right side, the chat line, is crystal clear.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what I can do about that. Yeah, no, I hear you. That's a setting thing. I'll wait till Giannis is not around, or he'd be able to give us some insight on that.
Okay.
Are the public charts edited and moderated? One of you. Let's see. Let's see. SC is asking a question. Let's see if we can figure what he's saying here. I'm just going to throw a 1 in there so I can see the full question. There it is. That stupid heart is still in there. Okay, so SC says, are the public chats edited and moderated by one of you? Public chats. What's he mean by that?
Edited and moderated.
Yeah.
I don't know what he means by that. Hey, ask him to clarify it.
Just clarify. SC just.
You're the author.
I'm the author.
You're,
Okay. Yeah, so SC, the public chat edited and moderated. It's moderated by me and edited by me. No, well, you mean edited like writing? No, we don't do any writing.
the chats.
Yeah.
That's the thing on the right side.
Yeah.
Moderate that.
Nah, we're not moderating it. We're just talking, and everybody, you can fire out any question you want, SC, on there, and we're not cutting it out. If anybody's doing it, it would be YouTube, I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be just YouTube. So, no, you can ask anything. You know, why is the sky blue? How come the solar system, Earthlings are not roaming the solar system and the stars? You can ask anything. Oh, why is the yen almost at 50-year highs? Things like that. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, roger that. Okay, so SC, ask away. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, yen. Yeah, I see yen is pushing back into that sell. That's nice. Let's grab a green and put it there. Went into the buy there and did a very poor job. It was in a weekly buy too, so there's a loser there. Definitely. So for a change, we lost on a trade. And that happens 1.6 times or 1.4 times, something like that. Because I just tried to post and it did not show on the screen. That's up to YouTube. That's up to YouTube. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't edit or moderate, I guess you could say. I do not, no. And Robin does not. This is run by YouTube. So, what were you trying to post? You were able to post. SC, try again. Yeah. Because you were able to just say, because I just tried to post and it did not show on the screen. So I guess YouTube doesn't want you to post whatever you're trying to post. Is it girly pictures? I'm willing to look at girly pictures. All right. So the yen, you can see that it's breaking down. We're pushing into the sell. Maybe we'll get into a weekly sell here. This will be interesting, but we're not really that big on taking it unless you're doing it as a bear spread in the options. Because hard delta trading, fighting our math or trading it with hard delta is tough, I mean, you got to get them all lined and so forth. Yeah, and we have about an 8.6 out of 10 accuracy. And that to me is, when you're using the options, you can increase it even better. All right, now, brown cow. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's go with. We go from there. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go and look at this real quick. Euro cable, because it's been in the daily sell. Let's widen this out a little bit. It's been in this sell for a couple of days now, right here, since basically this area here. And you can see it's been trying to press down. It's in a weekly buy, so it's kind of a neutral position for us at the moment. And it's just a greeting. Oh, okay. And so, greetings, Earthling. Earth chicks are easy. There you go. Welcome to our planet. Earth chicks are easy. Let's see. What else can we say about anything else? I guess the surprise out of it all is that the euro is staying at parity, I guess, on some level with the cable. and now the cable's starting to outperform just a little bit more. Nothing more. I mean, when you really look at the cable and you look at the pairs trade of the two, you can see here, it's been, gaining against, not, losing. And that's euro. It's been gaining. The euro has been gaining against the cable. Seems like it's trying to do a little topping out here. That catches my eye a little bit. We pay attention to that. All right, from there, from the yen itself, what we do is normally we go over to the Turkish lira, what we like to call the laboratory, the big experiment. The former prime minister, president of Turkey, is running this big experiment with his currency and economy. And so far, he's proving that more government regulation and more taxes definitely hurt the currency. So all the increases in regulations and taxes over the last 8 years have taken the currency from 1 to 30. And that's not good for the people in Turkey. But for that economic theory, a lot of people think if they devalue their currency, they can bring in investors. But if you are hindering them through regulation and taxes, they kind of stay away. So it's always some magical dance there. And so he's making a strong point of fact that if you increase government regulations the way he does and taxes the way he has, then what you get is you get a currency that can go from 1 to 30. That's how that works. And so he's proving his point. If you want to devalue your currency to bring in investors, somewhere along the line you got to figure one more step. Something that will satisfy him. Like, see this box right here? That's when he took interest rates that day from 12.5% to 50%. To 25%. So 100% shift in interest rates, and it seemed to work for a whole day. And the next day it popped back up again, and then the next day it actually fell back down again. Wow, it looked like a winner chicken dinner. And then the next day, the fourth day of it, it climbed back up again. And the fifth day, it was almost where it was fighting to get back to where it was, where that green line is. And it took a whole 3 weeks almost to get back to that green line. Then it fell down, and then it broke through it again there. And now it's gliding smoothly through the green line. So it's like as if increasing interest rates by 100% in the end just didn't work very well, except for whoever knew how to profit from it in here. And I guess you have to ask the people in Turkey how well they benefit from interest rates going from 12.5% to 25%. All right. So there's the laboratory. We always look at it as the great experiment. We should call it the great experiment by the former prime minister, now president. It's his great experiment on economics. All right, we leave the great experiment and we go to the number one brick in the world. And that is, traders, the South African Rand, right there. It's the most active and most traded brick in the world. And so you can see right there, this downwardly slope usually represents, metals. Look at the metals sector, and then we'll take a look now at gold and silver and copper and platinum and so forth. We'll look at those and see how they're acting. They should be gaining. That's normally the way it plays. They should be gaining. And then we're going to put that up on J4X. You can see that same action. Look at that. So we should be seeing gains, gains, and gains with the way this thing has been driving down. And we'll go over there and take a peek at them right now. So the first is we go from Mountain West Peak, the MWP of the dollar index, and we go over to 22222 gold. And there it is. And gold, we talk about this being a big base, and they're trying to climb into the buy here, and we've been in a weekly buy back in here. And so even when they, after this nice run going from the 1825 area, all the way up to the 2000. So it was a $175 gain, if not more. It's built a base in here. We have a box in there representing that base, and you can see here the daily is trying to get into a daily buy after like something like it was from here. It was in a daily buy all the way up to here. And you can see the weekly's holding on very well with fast and the slow. So that's not too bad. And then we go save it. Let's do this. And let's go save it. And we go save workspace. And then we go save the image. And there it is right there. We'll move that over to the side like so. And then we save it. Bingo, bango, bongo. All right, and there is gold. And then we go and we look at Silverado. Doing the same thing, trying to lift up in here. And we'll just put the little green line down in here. It's trying to get there. We'll go like that. And we'll go like, there we are. And you can see the same thing. The weekly is trying to get into the weekly buy. Looks no problem whatsoever. There we are. And so there we are. We're going to get into a weekly buy again in silver. We're going to, looks like it's going to go into a daily buy possibly here. So we're seeing some good strength. Let's save all that. And we're seeing some strength again. And that's, looking at the brick, the number one brick in the world, the South African Rand. It's showing us that those things are coming to pass. Greetings, Earthlings. Oh, you got to change that, SC, or I'm going to keep on thinking about the movie Earth Girls Are Easy. So where is the crypto regulation today in the USA? Regulation. Oh, it's very odd. Very, very odd. Gensler in the Securities Exchange Commission is very pro it and against it simultaneously. It's the weirdest thing of all. And I guess you could see that the fellow from that stole all those billions of dollars in crypto is going to go to jail for like 150 years now. So, and they'll claw back they'll find ways of clawing back every dime from that now that he's been found guilty. So his family will have to kick back, hundreds of millions of dollars that they had in their pockets from it and properties, and I think they even bought an island. They're going to have to sell the island and all that. They'll do a clawback. So right now, cryptos are doing pretty well. Let's go over to the cryptos now that you speak about it. And did I do that? Yes, let's do this. And then we'll go back to the metals. Because you asked, we shall show. And we're following now more than any others. I like the GBTC. That's my favorite now. And it's been in that daily buy for a couple days. It's been pressing up. And we're in a weekly buy since back here in the 18s. And now we're up at 27. And then when we go and look at the futures contract itself, Bitcoin itself, let's see if we have to fix that. Because I don't look at it as much. Now that we have a very solid product to follow. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. And there is the, what is it? V is October, isn't it? I have to put X in there. Yeah, that hasn't updated in a couple of days. I'm not even paying attention to it anymore. I'm only using the other one. So let's put that in there. Let's see how that goes. Instrumental. And let's see, what's that? X, right? X, there it is. Yeah, it needs cleaning up. Wasn't a daily buy. It's playing with the sell today. It's up in the 36,000 at one point. Today is at 34.68. And then, let's see what we do with the weekly. Put that in there. Exaruni. It's Exaruni. I think I have to fix that. Let's see if we can fix that. New quote. JB. Oh, so where's the crypto? JB will be pardon him. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to fix the weekly so we can see it. Let's see. So where's that? CME. And CME. There it is right there. $8 billion he stole. Yep, he stole $8 billion. And that's another thing too. He kept on filling it into, what was he filling it into the Democrat Party or something like that. That's crazy stuff, huh? Well, he's going to do 100 years of jail for it. All right, now let's fix the. Him and Gensler were really getting close to. They were like literally weeks away from passing legislation that would give him enormous power. Bankman or whatever his name is, Freeman or something Free or I don't know, whatever it is, the cuckoo bird that stole $8 billion. His girlfriend was really funny looking, wasn't she? Hey Doc, would it be correct to say that crypto is USA's baby? No, I think it's a global product. I'm very comfortable with cryptos. They're another tool. They're an equity tool that's very diversified and very useful in moving equity around. Now, obviously, some people, bad people like a Hamas uses it, but that's the way life is, And but good people use it too. I can give you a good example of what I like about it. So, let's imagine that you are some type of company that wants to move $50 million from Japan to New York. Okay? Well, you go to your bank and you hand them $50 million and say, go transmit this to New York for me. $50 million. And that bank has to have $50 million sitting already in New York. Okay? So basically it takes $100 million to transmit, just move $50 million. All right? Well, with cryptos, you take a crypto, you can move it yourself from your phone $50 million to New York with no problem. And you don't have to have $50 million sitting in New York. And that's why I think cryptos make a lot of sense, I think that's why they do. And that's the name of the game as far as I'm concerned. So, that's why I'm very pro cryptos. Because I think it's a good instrument. It's a way of moving capital. I mean, not everybody's going to be stealing money like Hamas does. I mean, they're supposedly the Hamas leadership is, they live in Qatar. They won't even live in Gaza, and they've got hundreds of millions of dollars in their pockets. And supposedly the head chairman of Hamas has $1 billion plus in his pockets. So they've been hijacking the capital a long time, stealing money from the Palestinian people forever and ever and ever. So, there we go. Look at that. There you go. There's the weekly now. We cleaned that up. So it's just like let's go back over to the other one. Right there, is it? Right there. No, that's not it. Yeah, it's right below it. That's what it is. Okay. So as you can see right there, just like here, it's been in a weekly buy for a while. Matter of fact, I like this even better. This is an equity. And equity trading is like, it's just like enormously more than in the futures contract. So it opens the doorway for hedge funds and mutual funds and retirement funds all to. So is it money? It's everything. You're going to. Is oil money? Yes. Is gold money? Yes. Is cotton money? Yes. Is silver money? Yes. Is soybeans money? Yes. Is hogs money? Yes. Is cattle money? Yes. Is coffee money? Yes. Is cryptos money? Yes. Is that a good enough answer for you? They're all money. Now, is it easy to transmit hogs with your cell phone? Well, through a futures contract, sure. But actually moving the hogs? No. So cryptos are an easier equity to move than hogs or soybeans or corn or wheat or something like that. It's just easier. So that would only be useful to Uncle Scrooge and partners. Uncle Scrooge? Let me just put a 1 in there so I can see that. That heart keeps on blocking the whole conversation. Scrooge. Yeah, it was right. Scrooge. So that would only be useful to Uncle Scrooge and partners. Uncle Scrooge? No, it's useful to everybody. Anybody and everybody, it's beneficial. It's a good tool. It's a way of moving equity or parking equity in when you own a Bitcoin. I guess Bitcoin itself is the currency. Just like hogs are the hogs, wheat is the wheat, soybeans is the soybeans. If it's Ethereum, it's Ethereum. That's the currency, Ethereum, the crypto. But they're all equities. I guess you could say, are they equities? And which one is the easiest to move? Which one's the easiest to hold? Which one is the easiest to trade, I guess, Many ways, I would say that to hold cryptos is easy. That's why that guy was able to steal $8 billion. People were holding it in his exchange, and he was stealing it all from his exchange. So he was supposed to doing a fiduciary where the money was parked in a bank, his exchange, and wasn't being spent. No one was able to touch it but the client itself. Instead, he was using it all the time. And he stole $8 billion. So he's going to go to jail for at least 100 years, in other words, the rest of his life. And they'll claw back, as I said, they'll claw back everything, any money he gave to anybody, any politician, because it'll all be, it's stolen. It's proven now that it was stolen money. The money he gave his parents like a couple $100 million, and they bought an island. They'll claw that back. It'll all get clawed back, just like Madoff and the rest of them, Enron, so forth and so on. I hope that all makes sense. All right. Now, from the Bitcoin, we slide back over to, where were we last? Oh, we did silver. So let's take a look at copper. And there's the copper, which represents the growth of China, as far as I can tell. And we'll save that. No. Right there. There we are. So copper in a weekly sell and a daily buy. Boy, that tells you exactly what China looks like. It doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. And so, it's that's part of the issue that China has right now. They don't know if they want to help or hurt. They're like trapped in a confusion. And then last but not least, we look at platinum, which is usually the representation of the lead of metals, and it has not been. That's what's been odd about this whole move. We're in a weekly sell for the first time in a couple of years. We're in a weekly sell, and gold and silver found ways to be in a weekly buy. Now, platinum went into the weekly buy last week in the fast algorithm, but the slow still couldn't get through there. It wasn't until this week that it did that. So now, finally, we're, we need to grab one of the other ones. Let's see, where's that? There's got to be no buys there. Okay, let's put a buy in here. So we're basically going to go into the buy today when it comes to the platinum. So that's kind of cool. And maybe that means the metals complex has more room to run, and we've been saying that for a while, that it has opportunities. Doc, do you do in-person live sessions, something to the webinars? Yeah, we do those once in a blue moon. No one's asked in a long while to talk, but yeah, contact Robin, and we'll get you booted up into a conversation if you want to do that. We do it here at Ducascopy. It's a lot easier. But talk to Robin and see what you're really looking for, and we can go from there. You know, symposium. Maybe that's what you said there. Symposium. Let's go with the one. Similar. Doc, do you do in-person live sessions similar to the webinars? Not in a long time. No one seems to ask. No one cares. It's okay with me. I get all that. I do the ducoscopy. It's fine. Everybody gets a chance to ask what they want. You see here, not many people. You're asking questions. Very few or other. Janos will be talking a lot of times. He'll be visiting, but he's out today. So, the best thing I can say is talk to Robin. Here, I can show you how to get the Robin. I always get in trouble with this, trying to figure out how to put it up there. Here you go. I've gotten better at it. There we are, right there. There is our website, right there. This is and this is the platform we have, and that's the name of us, Chicago Quant Technologies, and it's very easy to get to us. Just Google us, Chicago Quant Technologies, and boom, there we are. And you can see our phone number. I think is on here. I think the phone number is on here. Yeah, right there. There's the phone number right there. And you go to the website and you'll see Robin will put the email address up there. It's like info at Chicago Quant Technologies or something like that. All right. And if you don't find it, ask us on Monday. We'll go after it again. We'll post it, but Robin might post it for us. And this is our beta platform we're testing right now. We've invented ourselves. So it does the same algorithms as you see over here, right there. Okay, and it's going to be powered by ducoscopy. They're going to give us live data for it. All right, now from there, and we've taken care. How do we save the platform? Let's save platinum. Platinum. There it is. All right, now from there, we march over to, we go to the Canadian. We look at the energy stocks. We go to energy. And so let's put, instead of the number one brick in the world, we go over to the Canadian, the dollar Canadian pairs trade. Now, last couple of days, you can see it's finally moving down, which usually is a sign for energies to be moving up. It's been kind of rough, I mean, you can see here it's been climbing up, and energies were climbing with it. And then somewhere around here, energy started to lose value. Or was it this one right here? And it kept on climbing up, which is, kind of odd. But let's go over and take a look at. We'll go to crude oil, West Texas Intermediate, December. You can see it right there, trying to get into the buy. It was in a buy last week and it's trying to go back into the sell this week. So obviously, the Canadian that's why the Canadian is so all over the place, because it can't figure out what's going on. It's like Gensler when it comes to the cryptos. He's I'm surprised he's not going to jail with the character that's going to jail. And so we go from there. So there's Canadian there, and there is the oil there. And so we look at that and we go, okay, right. Now let's go take a look at Brent, North Sea. Let's check that out. Check it out. See what it is what it is. And then we go over to Brent right there. Click Amundo. And let's put it up on the screen on our beta, like so. You see it's trying to get into a buy, just as West Texas is trying to climb back into its sell. And you can see here the daily is climbing into the buy also. And you can see here we got a green dot, and it's trying to lift up the whole bit. Okay. So it's kind of doing a little bit odd there. And then we go over and check it out over on J4X. And there is the Brent right there. Doing the same thing. It's trying to generate a green, as you see right there. The fastest at 37.3 or 37.2. And the slow is at 23.6, basically 23.5. So definitely it is a 33% increase on the fast, and it's moving up hot, heavy, and fast. But it has moved down from the 95s all the way down to the 83 there, and we're trading at 87 there. And as you can see right here, it's the same gig. We're trading at 87, is it? Yeah. Let's see if we can. There's right there, and you can see the price tag, 87.78. Is that it? No, 87.01. 87.01. You can see over on the left there. Now it's trading at 86. 81 live on the J4X, and we're still like 15 minutes delayed over here on the beta until we get the Ducoscopy stuff. And so, oh, okay, what do we got here? How big is Ducoscopy? Could you please talk about the market cap? Robin basically answered that. They're a subsidiary of Swiss Bank. They're discount broker. That's pretty much. Ducoscopy is the old Charles Schwab in a sense. You know how Charles Schwab was a discounter at one time. Now in the States, Charles Schwab has bought up everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of. So they're one of the bigger brokerage houses now. Let's see. From there, we go over to. We got Brent done. We got West Texas Intermediate going. Let's go over and check out Nat Gas. Let's see what the Nat Gas looks like. I'll put it up on J4X too. And there is Nat Gas trading at $3.54 a cubic yard. Or cubic foot, whatever they traded in. And then from there, we go over and look at it right there. Same gig. It's in a daily buy for like 4 days. You can see over here on J4X. The thing has been doing the same thing. It's been pushing in there for 3. Here's a 4-day thing here too with a little red. But you can see the fastest at 61.5, or is it 61.8? 61.8. And the slow is at 64.1. So right now it's trying to push down, pushing the trade into a neutral over here. We are on a weekly buy and a daily buy, and we're saying hang tight. It wants to go more up. And I guess that's what happens during the winter months, you know. So. Let's save that. Natty Gas. Right there. Now, from there, let's put up on the screen here on our, it doesn't matter on the platform. And then from there, we go over to, we look at this energy company down in Spain. It kind of matches up to what they're doing with natural gas in Europe in general. What is it at? Right there. Trading at 26.92. It's been moving up, as you can see, most of the week. We were down at the beginning of the week. We were in the 26. What was that? 20 right there. 26, 60, 36. 26.36. We've moved up on like three quarters for the week. Almost at, and you can see yesterday it hit $27. And then we jump over to right there. And we'll put that in right there on our beta. And you see it's trying to get into the buy right there. You can see it's in a weekly buy for a couple of weeks. That pressure's on. And it's trying to lift up. And we got a green dot. And even with those sells, it's telling us, for 2 weeks, you don't want to play the sell side of this at all. So you would be neutral. So let's see. So Doc, what do we need to know about Swiss Bank? A sentence or two about the places. They've been around for a while. I don't know. I guess you can Google them and see what Swiss Bank's all about. Ducoscopy was an independent, and they got bought by Swiss Bank. Like I said, they're the discount to it. I guess it's, look, Credit Suisse got in trouble, what was it, back in October, November of last year, 14 months back or so, 13 months back. And the Swiss Federal Reserve figured out how to sell off part of it and make sure everything was all right. So I guess it's just as good as anything else in the Swiss system, That's the way I look at it. In terms of what they handle in global economy, no idea. I don't know. I imagine they're like any other Swiss operation. I mean, I just saw a stat. Let me tell you the statistic I saw on Tuesday. That Switzerland is the #1 per capita country in the world. So, in other words, it's a very well-heeled or wealthy country. It's got about 8 or 9 million people, and it per capita, the per capita per person is somewhere around on average of about $650 to $800,000. So I don't believe everybody in Switzerland has that much money. I'm sure there's people that only have like, $50,000 or $25,000, and then you have other people that have like $10 million, and you smooth the math out, and that's how it works out. So I would say that's the best way to understand that. Yeah, so they're the number one per person in capital equity in the world. So in other words, they're the richest country in the world, basically, per person. How's that sound, SC? A-okay? Alrighty. From there, we're gone. Today is TGIAF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And it's going to be thank goodness when it's Monday again. Every day is a blessing. So, happy trails to you until we meet again. Good questions today, SC. Thank you very much. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends, which has today been Michael Sears and SC and Robin and me. So, ta-ta. Everybody have a safe and smart weekend. Ta-ta for now.